and welcome to CGTN's live streaming. I'm Su Yuting, and now we're at a very special place in Sanlitun. As you can imagine, Sanlitun is best known for its nightlife destination here in Beijing, and you can enjoy lots of beers and wines. And this place just provides you lots of a variety of choices of clubs and bars. But here today, we're another typical place that is different from the ordinary thing that you can imagine. This place is called the Alexander Pushkin's Literature restaurant, and in this restaurant you have another choice to explore. And today we're very glad to enjoy our very special guest today. He's the director of the restaurant. Let's take a look. 哎呦，肖总，您正在忙呢。
你好，你好。
非常的感谢您今天邀请我们来到咱们的普希金文学餐厅来参加咱们今天的活动。那么我看到今天咱们的这个普希金文学餐厅是特别的独特，可以说它是和一般的三里屯的这些酒吧呀什么的是完全不一样的一个地方。大家可以在这儿欣赏音乐。可以品尝俄罗斯的美食，而且还可以来看书，对不对？那您能不能给我们谈一下咱们普希金文学餐厅的它的独特之处在哪儿呢？
好的，是这样的，我们普希金文学餐厅呢，我们的宗旨是以这个普希金，伟大的诗人为这个符号。我们想把这个餐厅打造成一个什么样的感觉呢？就是说，你们来到我的餐厅里以后，可以看到精美的一些图书，可以看到诗歌，
太棒了！
然后
这边还有一本书。
对，然后呢，您看我们这边的所有的书籍呢，有不同年代的，有俄罗斯的，有中国的。
我看到在这个后边有一个，这应该是普希金的这个像吧，对吧？啊，
普希金的像。
As you can see, there's a painting of the very famous poet and also the literature of Russia. We call it the father of Russia literature. His name is Alexander Pushkin. 所以说，普希金也是被誉为我们的俄罗斯文学之父。所以他的影响对俄罗斯的文学也好啊，语言也好，都是非常深远的。
对。
那么我们这个普希金文学餐厅有他的这个雕像，有他的画，而且还有他的一些作品在这儿。这个意义在哪里呢？
是这样的，因为我们想呢，把俄罗斯的文化，甚至是就中国文化的呢，我们想作为一个桥梁，我们能够通过诗歌、通过文学、通过艺术的方式呢，我们来嫁接这个桥梁。所以呢，我们想在我们餐厅里呢，不但能看到很好的诗作，然后呢，也能够欣赏到很好的油画作品。
那太棒了！
甚至是音乐歌舞表演。
是。So Mr. Xiao tells me that the aim of the establishment of this kind of Pushkin literature restaurant is to act like a bridge connecting the Chinese culture and the Russian culture. As you can see, there are lots of literature of the books and also the works of the Alexander Pushkin. So you can read the books here, and you can also rent the book by yourself. 所以这些书也是可以自己借出，然后自己阅读的，对吧？
对于我们所有的顾客来说呢，我们的所有的书都是免费借阅的。
Wow, that's totally for free. So next time you maybe come to this restaurant and rent a book by yourself. 所以我们极力的推荐咱们的观众朋友们也可以来到咱们的这家文学餐厅，自己也来体验一下，然后借一些书来了解我们俄罗斯的深远的文化。
谢谢。
那也可以看到这边的这个画作。非常的漂亮，您能不能给我们介绍一下呢？
是这样的，我们餐厅呢，我们会把俄罗斯很多著名的艺术家呢，邀请他们来给我们定制一些作品。您比如说我们这家餐厅呢，它主要是以这个希什金的绘画为主，所以说我们请的立碑学院。
那我们看一下他的这个作品是一个油画，是不是？
是油画，
完全是非常精细的一个油画。So this painting is typically painted by the very famous Russian artist. 这个画作的名字叫做
叫松林的早晨。
It's the morning of the pine tree. It's the morning of the forest. 真的是非常好的一个寓意。所以我们的宾客一进来就非常充满朝气和活力的松林的早晨。那我们一块儿进去看一看，还有什么值得期待的 ？So let's get inside and explore more of the Russian culture and also the Russian cuisine. Let's go. 哇，今天可以看到有这么多朋友，大家都来了。
今天我们
thank you very much. So what's that for?
俄罗斯一种礼仪，就是说对于最尊贵的客人呢，我们会用面包和盐加以欢迎。
那我是不是要品尝一下？ 那我应该掰一块儿。这个面包有点像咱们那个哈尔滨的大列巴。
对对。
好的。Well, you know, yeah. Bread and salt. That is the very typical translation of the Russian word of hospitality. That is kind of the highest welcoming greetings for the admired guest. I'm the very honored one. I'm the VIP. 所以我今天是 VIP 了。你们有这么非常隆重的一个面包和盐来迎接我，我尝一尝。Let's have a taste. Thank you very much. 真的味道还不错，让我想起了小时候的感觉。所以其实，在15世纪的时候，我记得也有俄罗斯人就把它这个比喻为，如果我们吃了这个面包和盐的话，那即便是敌人也会变成最要好的朋友，是吧？非常的好。So you know that in the 15th century, if you eat some of the bread with the salt, it means that it kind of connection between the people, even the strangers. You can become very, very close friends. So that is kind of the highest welcoming greeting for the VIPs, for the special guests coming to this restaurant. And I'm sure that even Vladimir Putin and President Xi Jinping here in Moscow, they will have kind of Russian cuisine as well. 所以我们今天也知道，咱们的习近平主席现在正在俄罗斯出访呢。在今天，他可能和一些俄罗斯的朋友聚在一块儿，也会有面包和盐的这个待遇。好的，非常感谢肖总。那我们今天有些什么样的活动呢？再给我们介绍一下吧。
是这样的，今天特别的，我们幸运呢，今天是6月6号，今天是普希金诞辰220周年的这么一个活动。我们特别组织了这场活动呢，是为了纪念普京。然后我们也邀请了中国很多的著名的诗人来参加这个活动，所以今天在座的呢有非常多的诗人。
我看到了，有这么多高朋满座。
所以说今天特别的幸运。今天会有这么一场活动，然后也会下面也会有一些歌舞的表演。
That's great. That's amazing. You know, today we come to a very special time because today, June the 6th, marks the 220th anniversary of Alexander Pushkin. He's the father of the Russian literature. His birthday is just in May, but today the United Nations, the UNESCO, also set June the 6th as the Russian Day, the Russian Language Day. 所以今天也是世界俄语日，对不对？So the United Nations also set it as the Russian Language Day, and also set this kind of ceremony to mark the 220th anniversary of Alexander Pushkin. So this event is very special, and today is also quite special. They will just hold such kinds of activities, and as you can see, there are lots of guests today, and as Mr. Xiao just told me that lots of people coming, a variety of circles, including the Chinese ones and the Russian ones, most of them coming from the literary circle to enjoy this very special event. 所以我们的这个活动马上就要开始了，对不对？好 ，So let's take a look at the activities.
各位有劳，各位起立。让我们相表示我们的崇高敬意。我们这些人代表了所有北京的读者。代表了所有的中国人的友情，让我们共同向普希金220周年的诞辰致敬。普希金是一位伟大的俄罗斯民族诗人，也是我们世界的财富。我们这一代人和我们的年轻的朋友们，在他的诗歌中受到了深厚的滋养。他写的美妙诗篇，激励着我们，鼓舞着我们，让我们向往自由，向往美好，向往爱情，向往胜利。普希金的财富是我们共同的财富。俄罗斯，伟大的俄罗斯， 民族的优秀文化，也是我们共同的文化。让我们再一次向普希金致敬。谢谢大家。
That's really amazing. Thank you all. Thank you all for paying tribute to the father of the Russian literature, Alexander Pushkin. And thank you very much, pianist. And thank you. Well, so today we were going to interview the very special guest who has already, called on everyone to pay the tribute to our father of the Russian literature, Alexander Pushkin. 所以怎么称呼您呢？
我姓韩。
哦，韩老师您好。
我是一个普希金诗歌的爱好者。哦。今天跟大家聚在一起，感觉到非常高兴。
太好了。
我也不是特意的主持，是被抓来的临时作业主持，表示我们对普希金的热爱。中国的文化是一种厚重深邃的文化。俄罗斯的文化呢，是一个非常辉煌的、典雅的文化。我们这两个伟大民族的文化是互相交融的，是互相补充的。我们受到了很多俄罗斯优秀文学的滋养，我们也感谢俄罗斯的这些伟大的精神财富的创造者。中华民族是一个对外开放的民族，是一个热爱自由、热爱和平、向往美好生活的民族，所以我们和普希金的很多诗句都有共鸣。像普希金写的《致西伯利亚秋天》，就是普希金对于自由的向往。像普希金写的《致娜塔莉亚》，就是他对爱情的憧憬。像普希金写的《致大海》，写的假如生活欺骗了你，都是非常有可能
非常著名的著作，都是从小就是看着普希金还有其他一些俄罗斯文学巨匠的书长大的，特别像您这样就特别深有体会啊。好的，非常感谢您，非常感谢。Well, you know that 您的称呼是？
我叫韩之晴。
韩之晴，韩老师 ，OK。
另外呢，今天是那个世界俄罗斯
俄语日，对，
所以
也是非常特别的日子，
也挺特别的。
是的，是的，
难得。大家都从那个四面八方走来，说明还是这个挺向往的。
对，
而且我希望在北京呢，这种带有文化那个
气息的活动
和文化风味的这些餐饮业应该有更好的发展。人们不光在这里品尝到了俄罗斯的美食，而且也感觉到了俄罗斯的文化。
太好了，太好了！我本人进来的时候也感觉到非常的特别，因为在三里屯能找到这么一个特别文化的地儿，特别难得。
所以我们非常感谢您的到来。
谢谢，谢谢 ，Thank you very much. Well, Mr. Han told me that as the host of this kind of activity, he said that China is open to the world, is embracing its arms to welcome the Russian, not only Russian people, but also foreigners from a variety of countries to come to China. And this place is a very, very thumb up to this restaurant and to all of the guests today, because today marks the UN Russian Language Day. So so today is a very, very special day with very meaningful. Exactly. Yeah, so he said that. 谢谢你，非常感谢，非常感谢，再次感谢。So Mr. Han said that President Xi Jinping is now in Russia, in Moscow, of course, and as the Chinese people were very proud because you know that ordinary people can act like the bridge to connecting the different culture. And here today, we come to the Pushkin Literature restaurant to mark the UN Russian Language Day. So today is also a very, very special day. And you know that the Chinese culture is very open to the world, and we have lots of similarities between the Chinese culture and also the Russian culture. So that's the reason why today the people from different circles, especially from the literary circle, to gather together to commemorate the birth of the father of Russian literature, and also to enjoy the Russian culture, and also to have the taste of the Russian cuisine by themselves. As you can see, there are lots of food. And now, I just noticed that there is a very gorgeous lady sitting there. Wow, you look so gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're from Russia,
Yeah.
and so today, will you just give us some of the performances?
Yeah, yeah.
And you're sitting here drinking what kind of beverage?
Not still, but maybe later, because this is not for the.
So this is vodka.
Vodka.
So you can take a look at this. It's vodka. It's the very typical Russian style beverage. It's the alcoholic
Vodka,
beverage,
the
of
best
course.
drinks.
If I just drink this, I think I'll be flying. It's kind of.
Actually, this is drinking very hot for now, for summertime. Not nice, but for winter time. Yeah.
Okay, I see. That's
But
great.
for summertime, it's better beer.
Okay.
And we also have
what
the
kind of beer do we have?
You can see the beer, this bottle with the blue. It's called
that's the
Baltica.
blue one.
Baltica. Free.
Baltica. Okay,
Yeah.
that blue one named Baltica?
Yeah, the name is Baltica.
Okay.
And this is the light beer, and I think this is the most popular here in this restaurant.
Wow.
For drinking now for summertime.
Okay.
But this
So maybe next time I will have a try.
even me, I'm afraid.
Yeah, because it's hard to get it
It's
back to the earth. It's
Yeah.
kind of union between the earth and the universe, the cosmos. You can fly
It's
after
hard
drinking.
to get home after this.
Yeah, okay, so next time let's have a try.
But I want to show you other food, and
Okay.
maybe you will try something.
Thank you very much.
Very traditional Russian food,
Traditional one?
and very tasty.
Wow, that's
So,
great.
Let's check.
Okay. Oh, 谢谢。谢谢，谢谢。Okay, thank you very much. Wow, you have already had lots of dishes here today.
A lot of food. It's very, very tasty. And you see that some salad,
下边
some
我们有精彩的文艺节目
very
为
typical
不
for
秀。
Russian.
首先，让我们以热烈的
That's
掌
great.
声
So
欢
I
迎
just heard
旺
the
旺先生。
yeah, the host is going to have lots of activities today.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
So should we take a look?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay.
Because we already started.
Ah, it's already start. That's
Yeah.
great.
喂，
我先朗诵一首，然后我再吹一个。这是我写的一首诗，叫做《里面的
So
秋天》。
that guy is now wanting to read a poem.
Yeah, I think.
向内，
Yeah, I think we will start.
我去找丢失在外面的钥匙。
That is the Chinese poet.
向里，
This is Chinese poet.
向
I think so. Yeah, because he speaks in Chinese. Oh, okay.
向深，
But if you will take the book by
我分
Alexander
辨
Pushkin.
两个
Oh, yeah.
缠绕
Like
的，
translate from Russian to
看
Okay, I
谁
see.
能打开外面的浪花。
So should we have the menu to take a look at what's on the menu
进入
today? Yeah.
再进入那个走神儿的小我和沉睡的
Wow, that's kind of book. It's not a menu. Just take a look. It's a very heavy one and it's very thick.
华的泪水。
It's typical also, you see the colors like green and I think Russian
在
people
我
like
里
the
面
green.
晒
Russian
过
blood
的
Yeah,
mostly
yeah.
like this, right? So here's the
里面的秋
Pushkin
天
Literature Restaurant,
准备好
and
人
it
刀，
was marked in
要收割
1837.
外在的
So wow, I just saw there is a
寂静。
poem written by
Yeah,
Pushkin.
exactly, my poem. And
下面我
it's
再吹一首。
not the most, but one of the most popular of his lyrics.
Okay, I see. That's perfect. So I think the one is going to have a performance over there, right? Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what that performance is about. Does Russian people usually play this kind of instrument?
I think not only Russian. I think also, then the Second War, the German people, very
people
likes to play in this. And I know my grandfather doesn't play this instrument.
That's
再来一个
great.
吧，再来个掀起你的盖法。
That's amazing, huh?
Sounds very, how to say, Oriental. Like,
Oriental one.
like Russians.
That's very typical one. I think the one is very good at playing this kind of instrument, right? Wow, it's amazing. It's great. It's great. I think these kinds of activities is a good bridge to connect the Chinese culture and the Russian culture, right?
And the people understand this. That's why I like, because we can translate and people buying music can show the Russian culture.
Yeah, of course. And then let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Wow, I just saw a poem written by Pushkin. Let's zoom in a little bit. We can see that this is a very famous poem.
Yeah.
In Chinese, it's 假如生活欺骗了你.
Yeah. By Russian, если жизнь тебя обманет.
Oh, I think I will learn
Something like
Russian
that,
in the near future. Okay, so 假如生活欺骗了你，不要悲伤，不要心急，忧郁的日子里需要正经，相信吧，快乐的日子将会来临。
I think you can translate by English, but I think the meaning the same. Like
Yeah, in Chinese it reads like this, but in English I think it should be translated into if by life you were deceived, do not be dismal.
Yeah, right,
and do not be wild.
Yeah, right.
In the day of grief, be mild.
Yeah, and accept the
And
life.
the merry days will soon come.
Yeah,
Believe.
yeah, exactly.
And I just like this one. Hearts living in tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Pleasant
Yeah.
is defected here.
Yeah.
So in a moment,
I
passes
just
sorrow.
tried to
In a moment, passes sorrow, and those passes will be dear.
Yeah.
So the past of the things
Yeah.
will be very good memory.
Yeah.
So do not afraid of any difficulties, because we should be optimistic about the
Yeah, I
future.
think this is also by Russian people. So this is small lyric like opinion of Russians.
Yeah. So we usually use this
The
poem
same.
to encourage ourselves to
Yeah,
overcome the
it feels the
difficulties and be optimistic about the
Yeah.
future and embrace the brighter future and step forward bravely.
The same.
That's great to have this kind of poem
Yeah.
written on the first page of the chapter. It's like a book of the manual.
It's like bon appetit, приятного аппетита.
Yeah. It's much more delicious than the appetizer.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look. What kind of food do you recommend?
For sure, it's the most popular Russian dishes. Soup, borscht.
Soup.
Called
Okay.
Borscht, and
Borscht?
we should
Oh,
find.
what about
and
this?
This is bread, and you see
This is
black.
bread. Okay,
but
this is
you
a-
can find this. Is,
okay.
You see the black.
Okay, so this one, right?
Yeah.
So this is the black bread.
With some inside, with nuts, with fruits inside. This is just clear black.
Are you a good chef yourself? Do you cook a lot at home?
It depends. It depends from my mood.
Okay, maybe next time we will have a try.
Yeah, but if you come to my home, for sure I will cook.
Okay, thank you very
No
much.
shop, no supermarket.
I will learn in the near future.
So this, very
So how about
tasty.
have this one?
I think I recommend this. Very, very tasty.
Okay,
It's also
that's
black
kind of bread.
with some nuts and fruits inside.
Okay, that's great. And what about the soup you recommend?
This is called like Russian pirожок. With meat.
Pirожок.
Yeah, with vegetable and
With beef and vegetables.
here only vegetable, here only apple.
Oh, it's apple.
sweet. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay. So
sweet.
we can also have some of the
Yeah,
fruit
this is very traditional.
inside.
It's
Oh, okay.
And so where is the soup? This also traditional blini. And you
A
can
blining.
see, yeah.
So that's the blining.
Yeah. This is
I want to have a
blining.
try. So is the
And this is blini with salmon. Very popular. Also.
So
with fish.
What's the green ingredients inside?
Salmon. Inside this is salmon, but blini it's like very thin bread.
I think it's good one. What's it made
Very
of?
light.
Yeah, very light.
This is blini, just blini.
Do we need some of the salad cream?
Yeah, I think
That's great one. If you come next time, I strongly recommend you to have a try of the blini.
But I think also need some sauce. I mean smetana. We call it smetana.
Which one?
Like what other? I didn't see here. Some like white sauce for blini. This is the best. Right now
that's great.
it's maybe a little bit dry. If you feel, but
Are these dishes served here typical Russian
fruits,
ones?
I think it's not for other, like, yeah, we have for sure fruits, but it's not so typical. This is typical salad.
That
You
one
see, this
salad is
Moscow
typical.
salad.
Moscow salad.
Yeah, it's called Moscow salad. These are other typical.
Maybe we can ask some questions of their friends here. 你们今天也是来参加这次活动，对吧？那你们品尝了这个俄罗斯餐厅的菜品，觉得怎么样？
不错，挺地道的。
挺地道的是吧 ？Okay. You said it's a very typical Russian one.
Yeah. Also, I found the borscht.
Oh, okay.
This one.
Wow.
So this is very, very
Very, very famous. I have it before because you know that it's usually served at the top level when, President Xi Jinping met with Vladimir Putin, the Russian president.
Yeah. Because
They used to have these dishes very frequently, and that's the very popular and famous soup.
It's famous. It's like some people call it red soup, and
Okay.
I think all nationality knows
Knows
this
that.
is Russian soup, like
Okay.
borscht, and they can call like borscht. Do you have the borscht? Are you cooking the borscht? Yeah, I'm.
Okay, I would like that one.
Yeah, we can ask it.
Okay.
And this is very not so heavy, but has beef inside.
Oh.
So very tasty, and this like enough.
Oh, I
And
see.
usually for
So
sweet
what about
girl.
letting the waitress to have this one?
Yeah.
This one. For sure.
And we talk about Moscow salad. You see,
Moscow
this is
salad.
Moscow salad.
That's
And
great.
Also, we have very popular this salad.
Wow, it looks colorful, you see? It's with the yellow one and
eggs.
the white one.
It beets with mayonnaise and the fish inside, salt fish. And this salad called like fish salad.
Fish salad.
Yeah, but we call like сель с подшубой Russian. And this salad very traditional salad for New Year time.
Wow, so
And
it's
then-
the same in China. When Spring Festival comes, we will have very special food. So that's the speciality of Russia.
Yeah, this salad and Moscow salad, this is the most favorite salads for Russian people for New Year's time. But for sure, we can eat it any time. But for New Year, everybody wait in New Year only because we will eat this.
Okay, so let's order this kind of food.
Yeah, let's order.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. And I know that today you would like to sing a song, right? So what about later? Yeah.
I think
Would you like to sing a song for us?
yeah, we've seen two songs. One song very romantic and lyric, and another one very famous tradition for Russia.
Okay. What about just go to the stage and let's give a performance? So let's give a big applause to you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
主席金的诗歌风暴，大家欢迎。
So we will just have another show with the lady.
风暴。
So they're now having another reading of the poet, and next one will be yours. Okay? Yeah. So what's your partner?
My partner, he plays piano, and he also played the bayan.
Bayan?
Bayan is a very folk Russian instrument.
Wow.
We will perform together.
That's great.
So this is an old instrument, very loud instrument, and very typical for Russian music. So we will see.
Okay, we will see it later. Yeah, we've seen that now. The lady,
Yeah.
she's reading the poet.
迷雾中的大海十分美丽，闪电中的天空没有一丝蔚蓝。但请相信， 悬崖上的少女，比波涛、比天空和风暴更美丽。谢谢。
Okay, now it's your turn. Yeah, Mr. Han. Yeah, our lady want to have a show, and she will sing for us. Is that okay? Thank you.
To wait a little bit because we need to put music.
I'll put on the music.
Okay,
Okay. Just a moment. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, so you're now just watching our live streaming on CGTN, and you can share this link to your friends if you like it, because our live streaming is broadcast on various social media platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, and the CGTN app. And today, you know, it's a very special day. It's June the 6th, marks the UN Russian Language Day. And now they're having a very special activity to commemorate the birth of the, yeah, please. See some of the Chinese poems and also very famous writers to have this kind of activity. And he will just send his gratitude to the Pushkin restaurant.
给大家朗诵一首，不是普希金的诗，而是叶赛宁的《致普希金》。谢谢。在1924年，也就是将近100年前的今天，在莫斯科的特维尔街街心花园，有一座普希金的纪念碑。那么，在这个纪念碑前，也像今天我们一样，有这样的一个聚会，来纪念这位伟大的俄罗斯诗人，
He said there is a monument in
那么同样，
Russia,
另一位伟大的诗人
and
叶赛
at the
宁
same time that the Russian people, just like the Chinese people, to commemorate the very special day to celebrate the connection between the Chinese people and the Russian people. And as you can see, there are lots of people here, and we can also have a very little girl. 应该是年龄最小的贵宾了吧？是不是？几岁啦？
可为而接。
3岁, okay. She's only 3 years old, and as you can see that the Russian culture has been learned by generation to come, especially for the young people. 所以我们可以看到，其实俄罗斯的文化已经不仅是被我们这些大人们所熟悉，而且非常小的小朋友也一块来体验了，是不是？
对，因为我觉得普希金的文学，它甚至涉及到孩子的领域。我觉得就像这个。 渔夫和金鱼，孩子们很喜欢
这是一个特别，she like it very much。渔夫和金鱼是咱们的小朋友一直在看，是吧？他给我们介绍了一个什么样的故事呢？是每天都在阅读的。
讲了一个什么样的故事？
讲了一个什么样的故事啊？你也喜欢普希金叔叔是吗？
对，因为我可能从小，因为我哈尔滨人。
哦，您是哈尔滨人，
我受这个俄罗斯文化影响很深，包括我们家，所有的生活习惯，所以其实可能潜移默化的，
就受影响了。
对，也会在这方面想接触一下这方面的文学。
太好了，太好了。You know that this lady just told me that today she brings her daughter to come this event because you know that she lives in Harbin, in Heilongjiang province. That is very near to Russia. They share the border with Russia, so it's quite frequently exchanged between the Chinese people and the Russian people. And today, this lady just brought the little girl to come, and as you can see in her hand, there is the book.
会受那边的影响。
啊，是，真的是很漂亮。对对对 ，You can see the little girl. The dress is just like the Russian style. So you know that the Russian culture just influenced this kind of Chinese people as well as the dresses, the cultures they read. Yeah, it's the same. 他在用俄语。So these people. This is the Russian language.
Не затемнили образ твой, и в бронзе выговорной славы трясешь ты гордой головой. А я стою, как пред причастием и говорю в ответ тебе. Я умер бы сейчас от счастья, сподобленный одной судьбе, но обреченный на конец мое степное пение сумело бронзой развенеть. Спасибо за внимание. Спасибо.
Wow, that's great. Thank you very much. It's really a very inspiring poem. What about the meaning of your poem? 所以我们刚才听到的这位先生朗诵的呢是非常非常地道的俄语，但是我们是英语新闻频道了，当然有很多外国的观众，他们也来自这个欧洲、欧美国家，不太听得懂俄语。您能不能给我们翻译一下刚才说的内容，主旨是什么？
方才呢，其实在朗诵俄语之前呢，我已经用汉语朗诵了我的这首诗。那么这是100多年前，那么将近100年，1924年，一位伟大的诗人，他叫叶赛宁，在纪念普希金诞辰125周年的集会上写的这首诗叫《致普希金》。在诗里边呢，他描写了自己想成为一个像普希金一样伟大的诗人的梦想。虽然他在当时也遭受着冷眼，也遭受着歧视。比如说，他为了拉近他跟普希金的距离，他说：“你在你的生前也曾经不是一帆风顺，那么把你称作是一个浪子。那么今天大家也管我叫做流氓，但这丝毫不能影响我以后成为一个伟大的诗人。”
Wow, that's really full of passion. 谢谢谢谢，您的这个示意非常的地道，我给我们的观众说一下。Okay, you know that this he just said that this kind of poem was just written by Yesenin. He's a very famous Russian writer and literature as well. It was written about 100 years ago. That's in 1924 to commemorate the 125th anniversary of the Alexander Pushkin's birthday. So he written this poem aims to show his gratitude and admiration for Pushkin because himself wants to be the famous and the great as the Pushkin. So that means we should overcome the difficulties. Whenever and whatever difficulties you might overcome, you should be optimistic and to be bravely embrace the brighter future. 所以其实这首诗给我们的这个意义，像我们刚才在这个普希金文学餐厅所看到的这个菜单上的第一篇，假如生活欺骗了你，这是非常著名的普希金的一篇诗作。那么也是要警示我们，也是要鼓舞我们，不管碰到什么样的困难，都不要悲伤，也不要气馁，因为美好的未来将会来临。
Раз вы уже сказали это стихотворение, я не могу не читать его, это стихотворение. 既然您提到了这首诗，请允许我占用一点时间，把它背一下好吗？
好的，好的，让我们一起来聆听。
Если жизнь тебя обманет, не печалься, не сердись, в день уныния смирись, день веселья вере настанет. Сердце в будущем живет, все мгновенно, все пройдет. Что пройдет, то будет мило. 谢谢。
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you.
спасибо.
Thank you.
由于时间的关系，就朗诵到这里。其实我是一个俄国的诗歌迷，那么以后如果有类似的聚会，会给大家朗诵更多的俄语的诗歌，比如《海燕之歌》，用俄语的纯直的，或者是双语。
把这个普希金誉为一切开端的开端，他是我们俄罗斯文学之父，所以我们今天这个活动也是非常的有意义。非常感谢您，谢谢。This just read a poem. If by life you were deceived, don't be dismal, don't be wild. Because you know that the pleasant is defected here and believe that the merry, pleasant future will soon come. And now we will have another very good performance by the lady who invited to have the Russian cuisine. Now let's It's great. Thumb up for you. It's very, very inspiring and amazing performance by both of you. So this is a very traditional bayan instrument of Russia. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So what kind of meaning you would like to express to our audiences by singing this song? What's the meaning of the song?
This is the very lyrical, very romantic song about the guy waiting for girl, and he knows and he sure that she waiting for him, and he talk about the future, about future child, about future life, like because of he believed in the love between them. This is song very, very romantical and very good meaning.
It's very romantic song, and myself was just moved by your singing.
Yeah.
You know that this year not only marks the 220th anniversary of the birth of Alexander Pushkin, but also, you know, it's the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic ties between China and Russia.
Yeah.
That's the reason why President Xi Jinping visits Moscow.
I read about just yesterday.
Yeah. So, you know that this event is a very, very typical, you know, show, and it's a connection bridging the Chinese people and the Russian people together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But later we will sing and we will play the very typical folk Russian music. Very typical for this place because this is a place about Russian typical food.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you very much for inviting me to have this very traditional Russian cuisine. Yeah, thank you. And what about? Wow, that's great. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Wow. You know, there's lots of people gathering here today, and let's cheers for the friendship between Russian people and Chinese people together. 所以让我们一块儿为我们中俄的友谊举杯庆祝。谢谢各位，谢谢。Thank you. That's great. Well, you know that this show is very, very typical one. It marks the 220th anniversary of Alexander Pushkin, and this year also marks the 70th anniversary of the establishment of the diplomatic ties between China and Russia. And you know that President Xi Jinping is now in Moscow. 习主席现在正在莫斯科出访，而且这是他这个在过去的6年里边已经是第7次访问俄罗斯了。而且在他6年前当选这个国家主席的时候，他的首访就选择在了俄罗斯，所以可见我们的中俄两国的友谊真的是源远流长。I just told them that 6 years ago, when President Xi Jinping was elected as the president, he just chose Russia as the first stop of his foreign trip. And over the past 6 years, you know that President Xi Jinping has visited Russia almost 7 times.
It's a very nice time for now for this Russian summertime.
So thank you very much for today's event and for inviting me to this special event. 谢谢肖总的邀请，让我们感受到了俄罗斯的文化以及非常美味的食品。谢谢您，谢谢。Okay, that's all for today's live streaming. I'm Su Yuting and hope you enjoy our today's live streaming at the Pushkin's Literature restaurant. And I hope next time you could have a choice to experience this restaurant in Sanlitun by your own. So let's cheers for the long friendship between our two countries and welcome you to come to this restaurant next time and say goodbye to our audiences. Bye. That's the Russian language. See you. Bye. Bye.